Hello guys, we are doing the Seatac Snow recap for the first round. First coverage type commentary thing that I've done, so it's going to be pretty cool. So, hole 1, par 3, 351 feet. I was trying to push it a little more left, and then it got that massive skip. That was crazy. I was okay with that one.
Yeah, I love to see it. That was your felon, right? Or was it a sword?
It was a sword, I think. Yeah. This
Great
was a
great little approach right here too. Just barely nicked that tree.
I felt good about this putt. I was starting to get a little nervy because there was a big gust of wind right when I was putting, so didn't feel great about that one.
Yeah, I think what's unfolding here is just some first tournament of the year jitters.
Yeah.
You were putting for par from pretty close inside of C1. Walking away with a double bogey obviously isn't ideal, but first hole of the day, plenty of disc golf left. What are you doing here?
I was trying to go right at that left tree, almost right at the fallen tree way, but then I just grip locked it so much. Definitely not happy at all with that one.
Yeah, left in a pretty much jail here. A lot of junk right there on that right side to kind of have to battle through. Looks like you do a pretty good job of it too. I mean, don't get all the distance, but you're out and have a clear approach.
Yeah, for sure. This is an anvil.
Hit the pole.
Yeah.
It's curling.
If you don't have an anvil, I would recommend one.
Maybe.
Definitely top 3 disc in the world for me.
Yeah, an unfortunate rollaway there left you with a little bit of a longer putt, probably honestly close to 15-20 feet, but after missing quite a few from that distance on the first hole, really solid putt right there to get yourself going for the rest of the day.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going with the blue Northman. If you don't know what a Northman is, it's just a straight to little maybe flippy 10 speed. Just aired that one a bunch. Didn't really give it the full commitment I needed to. So I'm left with about a 50-footer here, a little downhill. Got pretty nervy on this one because I really wanted to run it after that triple putt on hole number 1 for us. But I gave it a solid bid, so I wasn't that mad about that one.
Yeah, camera angle didn't do that putt justice. It was using the 2x zoom, and it definitely made it look a lot closer than it was. He had to I don't know what that was. He had to send that one pretty good though, just to get it to the basket.
Yeah, going with a stag here. Now I'm thinking about it, I would have probably gone bear or something else, but
yeah, kind of one of those holes you're looking forward to it after a few long par 3s in a row. But a tight initial gap to hit, and that 264 plays a lot closer to maybe 275, 280 with the uphill slope the whole way to the basket. So
yeah, just kind of biffed my approach there with the anvil again. In this tournament, I think that this was my first tournament with the anvil, so I was still kind of learning it a little bit. So yeah, I gave the commitment to that one, but definitely not happy about missing high.
yeah, that's a tough bogey right there.
Yeah, especially on a pretty easy birdie for sure, par 3 for me. But
This hole looks like you're going to your anvil, trying to cut that hard left corner.
I yanked this one so bad. I think I'm going with a long bowman here, so.
Yeah, that's the first of at least two really good long bowman shots on the day beforehand. It's a really tough one to get, and the fact that you're left with a par putt after a less than ideal drive on this hole is pretty awesome. That was a great second shot.
Yeah. I tried to give this one full commitment, but I just didn't get it high enough. So bogey there isn't ideal, but it was an okay bogey save after what happened on the drive. For
Yeah,
sure.
not a terrible one to be tapping out bogey on after the drive. Now we get to first of a few par 4s in the middle of the round, and you finally get to kind of open up on a drive, which must have felt good.
Yeah, for sure. I was throwing a sword there, so sword's probably one of my favorite distance drivers right now, so I definitely check that one out on westsidediscs.com. This is an agent. I was trying to get to flip a little more, but pretty good shot. That was probably around 230 to 250 probably, I would assume.
Yeah,
And I'm left with this about 25-foot putt.
The agent was working for upshots most of the day. I only remember maybe one or two that
Got away
you
from me a
maybe
bit.
fluffed a little bit, but yeah, left you with a pretty short 15-footer or so for birdie, and that was a really good birdie to get.
Yeah, after the first however many holes, it was really good feeling to get that birdie.
Another good shot here with your yellow Northman, the VIP Air, little lightweight, flippier than your blue Northman.
Yeah.
Could have probably sent it a little straighter and left yourself with an easier approach, but still just tapping out. Missed the par putt there, but that was an easy par tap out.
Love that. Yeah, I love the throw though, but that was just
Yeah, that was a really good throw. Just got a little held up in the trees back there, so not the end of the world, but
Yeah, and here's one of the upshots with the agent I was maybe not referencing earlier, where just was looking for a little more commitment there. I think I told you had to throw it, but not awful. Just needed to commit to that shot a little bit better.
Yeah.
Get yourself closer for a par putt.
yeah, I don't think agents aren't meant for rollers, Pierce.
We got a little special guest Chester.
Do you want to say anything? No?
If y'all could hear the meowing, that was Pierce's cat Chester. Blue Northman again here.
Just early released the heck out of this one.
Yeah,
too.
good throw. Just you got to hit that middle fairway on this on hole 20 to give yourself a look at the basket or to even get close to the basket. So really turning this hole into kind of going scramble mode essentially.
Yeah, good shot here. I fell a little bit. It wasn't the greatest of shots. I could have committed a little more, but I think this was one of the other agent shots that weren't good, I think.
Yeah, this one just kind of got away from you.
Sit.
That's one of the ones where I needed to commit a little more. Unlike that roller, I did not need to commit that much.
No, you're left with probably a 60, 70 footer that you put close for a tap out bogey, but not the worst. Again, not the worst result after a couple miscues on that hole.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, I fluffed this one really, really, really bad.
I don't know if I'd call that a fluff. I'd call that a
More like a
grip lock. Yeah.
A grip lock fluff.
But yeah, really nothing good going on the right side of that fairway. You honestly push further than I thought you had off the tee, which maybe gave you a small window, but still you're having to too many tree limbs to have to punch through.
There's a good tree right there, or else I'd probably be scrambling for at least a double. But it was a good tree from right there that got me right here. Really good shot from this place though. I just needed to sit a little bit.
Yeah, that was a good recovery shot with the sword. Leaves you with about a little less than 200 in with the agent again, and this time a really good committed shot with the agent. Got a little turn out of it, put it real close for.
Yeah, after two bad shots in a row with that disc, I felt like I could try to trust it again, and I think that was like one of the things that made me want to throw it again, because that's a really good bogey save from those two bad shots in the first two. I think I'm going sword again here forehand. It was so funny because the wind was just going off and on and off and on. It was so weird.
Yeah, honestly, a great shot here.
Good shot.
It just pushed a little too straight.
Yeah.
If you had that dyed sword that's a little more stable for this tournament, I think that would have been a good time to bring that out, but you still had the just the one VIP air. But
Yeah.
beautiful shot.
Yeah, that one, the second shot there wasn't a good shot. I just turned it a little more. Like once again, I think that was a felon. Yeah, that was a felon.
No, I think that was your sword. I think you picked up the sword and threw the sword again.
Are you sure? I think that was.
Yeah, you may not have had the felon yet for this one.
I think
don't
I
know.
did.
But back to that agent. Another beautiful upshot with the agent. Got about a 15-footer left to save par, which you cash.
Nice.
Yeah. Feeling okay so far. +7 through however many holes we're on. Isn't great, but definitely not as bad as what it could have been. Yeah, here I just absolutely yanked it, and somehow it got all the way through. This was like so crazy.
Yeah, I think that was your first, if not your first, one of your first backhands with the anvil. So still, again, finding launch angles, finding release angles for that disc, kind of working through it and as you go.
Yeah.
Little Schleyball stare there, I guess is what you were going for.
Yeah, just another semi-yank in
Yeah,
those trees. And then absolutely did not, well, I committed way too much.
Yeah, I would have, for that, the shot before that one, I would have liked to see you go forehand and either go all the way around that outside tree or at least take some of that low-hanging stuff on the right out of play. But
Yeah, for sure.
this hole definitely got away from you a little bit. One of the kind of themes of the day, though, I thought your mental game took a stride. I mean, you had that double bogey. I think we may be in store for, or no, I think you already had a double bogey, but after each of them, still staying really positive. So,
Yeah, I was going to this shot just
Love it.
telling myself just push it straight and
Good shot, dude.
get a putt. So
yeah,
I did exactly what I wanted to. I was pretty happy about that one. And I really, really, really wanted to make this one. I was really, really, really nervous too. So I just said to myself, just like drain this putt, move on, and just be cool.
yeah, I think 6 is one that even players at your level are wanting to at least have a look at birdie on. I know you are wanting to have a look at birdie on it, and job well done there. Put it close and cashed on that birdie putt. This is the infamous dog razz hole. I think.
The most dog razzing hole of all time.
Yeah, we're blaming that yank job on a little yippy dog, and you can kind of hear it in the background even now. That was walking right behind Pierce when he was throwing. So he is in the one place on hole 7 that you do not want to be, in that thick laurel on the right side.
Yeah, when I was going back there, I thought I would have nothing. I thought I was gonna have to like pitch out, but I had something back there, and
Yeah, that was great job finding an opening and that stuff. I don't know how you did it. I thought you were gonna have to go backwards.
yeah. And on this shot, it looked like I kind of wanted to go back into the rush.
Yeah, I think you loved it so much in there. You said,
Why not go back into it, right?
why not chuck my disc right back into it again?
Yeah.
You're good.
I think I hit. Yeah, I hit that middle tree right there.
Yeah, that was honestly a great shot. It just got tangled up in that one guardian bushel of trees.
I tried so hard on this putt, and it paid off.
That was a great putt.
Good putt,
Best.
Best double bogey of all
I
time.
was about to say,
Take
yeah.
that left
There's our
turn.
other double bogey. That was foreshadowing.
I think that was the last double bogey of the round, though. So
Yeah, there's only 2, and it was
There's
like
3.
that was one of the best double bogeys I've ever seen. All right, so 4 holes left. How are you feeling at this point in the round?
I was just saying to myself, I'm not playing a good round so far, so just end par, and you might have a chance of getting somewhere okay on the scoreboard. And
almost
I
really
did
good.
okay, but I hit a tree a little early, and I was going back to the anvil, and I absolutely fluffed this. I could not control that disc for like 50% of the round today, but I think in the second round I threw way, way, way better, and I was very happy with how I threw in the second round.
Yeah, good bit on that putt. And going back to that anvil shot, I think with all that airspace on the right, I would have liked to see a overstable putter up shot or something like that. I think that was the smarter decision from a course management standpoint there.
Yeah, for sure. Throwing that yellow Northman, lightweight VIP air Northman again, so
Got a little ricochet, a slight kiss off of one of those
branches.
skinny branches, but that ended up being a pretty great shot. I think it was destined for good things regardless. And yeah, just kind of giving the Northman the glory here on the birdie putt too, it looks like.
Yeah, for sure. I was so happy about that one. That was probably like the best feeling moment of the whole entire round at that point for me.
Yep, missed the drive and the putt out on the penultimate hole, and now we're starting your hole 18,
That's A-okay, bud.
which you apparently weren't happy with it, but
Kind of got a nice
got
one.
as dead center and far down as you could get. So
Yeah. This was a good anvil shot. I thought it was going to hit that tree on the left,
Shot.
but it ended up just being fine hitting the other tree on the left.
yeah, got yourself pin high, nice
Just-
little 10, 15 footer to tap out for par to close your round out.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad round at all. I think I ended up 5th place. Yeah, I ended up 5th place. But yeah, not bad. Going into round 2, just honestly trying to shoot maybe a little better than that. But yeah, okay first round.
Yeah, not a bad round at all. Fun card you got to play on too during that first round. It was great to see Adrian again, and then play with Michael and Kayla for the first time. Just a fun card to be on.
Yeah, shout out to my sponsors. I really appreciate them supporting me for the 2026 season, and stay tuned for round 2.